All right, y'all, welcome back. Today is Sunday, February 2nd, 2025. January is gone. We got a new month. It's been a cruddy past 2 weeks here. Where you guys saw us last, we picked up the Cadillac. Immediately when we got home, we followed that up with a week worth of the flu. And then after that, we've had crap weather down here for the past week. But the sun came out today, or yesterday, this weekend. Feeling a little better, and I wanted to showcase the Fleetwood that I picked up in St. Charles, Illinois, West Chicago area. So you guys saw the trip. We made it home safe, but I wanted to show the car. So what the car is, it's a 94 Fleetwood Brougham. Fun fact about this Cadillac, in 1998, I was 18 years old. And I went and test drove one at David Taylor Cadillac on 59 South in Southwest Houston. I don't remember the year, I don't want to lie, but it was 98. It was probably a 95 or something, I don't know, probably 3 years old. It was $20,000. And I went in there acting like I was going to buy the thing, but I didn't have any money. And they probably knew it too. But they let me test drive it anyways. And they let me test drive that thing like 20 miles out 59, like all the way to Rosenberg, if you guys are familiar or from this area. It's like 20 miles out, turn around, come back. And I got back about half an hour later and asked me if I was going to buy it. And I said, no, I wish. But they ended up offering me a job at David Taylor Cadillac in the transmission department. Kind of like a helper. I was 18 years old. Worked there for a few weeks before I, went back to school and stuff. But fun fact is I actually test drove one of these in 1998 and I wanted to buy one. Same color combo, same vinyl top, tan interior, same paint, and man, that thing float like a boat. That was big pimping. So kind of reliving that moment here when driving this car. Feels good. So the previous owner had it, and he had the transmission rebuilt with receipts, which is good. He bought these wheels. These are 14x7 Luxor with gold nipple and gold spoke in Remington 175/70/14. And I actually had these tires on the blue 64, if you guys have been following for a few years. And man, the white walls turned brown, and I could never get them clean again. But surprisingly, these clean up pretty good. So I don't know, maybe I had a bad batch. The quality of the Luxor, pretty good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I guess if you really wanted to nitpick, the chrome dish could be a little nicer, but outside of that, I mean, I think they're great. Spokes look good. The gold quality looks good. No complaint. I'll probably leave them on, at least for a while. I believe whenever he put these on, they were rubbing in the back, which is kind of notorious for these cars. So he had the rear end narrowed an inch on each side, and so now the wheels clear great, which is good. I believe if you were to run Dayton's, the offset is different, and you can tuck them without having to do any rear end modifications. But it's really close. It's really close, even with Dayton. So got an extra inch in here now. You can stick your whole hand up in there. I believe the car is lowered a little bit. We got it up on the lift yesterday and checked it out underneath, and it looks like the coils are cut, not much though. So I really wish it wasn't lowered, mainly because it's not practical out here on these roads where I live, these county roads, but just take it slow. He did add NOS badges for the quarter and the trunk. One of the reasons why I bought this car was because it needs nothing paint cosmetically. It doesn't even have a single dent on it. Body's really straight. It's had some touch-up work I can see, but they did a really good job. There's no rust. It's got 90,000 miles. Vinyl top is in excellent condition, original vinyl top. Back window's nice. Excuse me. I believe it's original windshield, only because it's got this on this side. Driver's side don't have it. No cracks, no nicks or nothing. Vinyl top is real nice. The spear's got a little wrinkling, which is kind of commonplace for these cars. It's not bad though. I mean, you know, it's there. We can't act like it's not there, but it doesn't look bad. The quarters look good. I like these knockoffs. They're not True Lock. I haven't taken them off, but I asked them. True Lock, if you guys are familiar, the caps would screw into the adapter, but these don't, or the adapters are not True Lock, but these are capable of doing that. May get the True Lock adapters, just a peace of mind, but I kind of like the no ear spinner. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you roll this or swap them out to maybe some super sweeps? I don't know. The only issue is it's got a little dent right here, which the guy disclosed. Thinking the license plate will cover that up. NOS hood emblem. Grill's got to go. From what I can see, everything works. All the windows work. The heated seats work. No cracks on the dash. He had these pre-covered. These always kind of fail. And the pillars recovered. Headliner's nice. Seats are good. Driver's side seat's good. Usually they tear about right here. Of course, the back seat is, you know, they're usually pretty nice. There's no exception. Everything works. Drove it around yesterday. Thing rides like a boat. Usually these are cracked. Car's really nice, man. That's why I bought it. That's why I drove so far. I know I had a comment on the last video. Couldn't believe that I drove 2,300 miles for it. He said these things are pretty easy to find. They are, but not in this condition. So I would disagree with that. There's a lot of them on Facebook. They're going to need paint work. They're going to need upholstery work. You know, it's hard to find a clean one. Hard to find a clean one. If you guys know me, I used to have one. I had a 94 triple black about 15 years ago, which is one of the reasons why I decided to buy this car. Because that 94 triple black was in fact the best lowrider I've ever had. The thing was excellent, everything about it, and I kind of miss that. The 60, it's a nice car. It's almost too nice to drive to dinner and stuff like that, so I wanted something to buzz around, kind of fill the void that the Lincoln left me. So I picked up the big body. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, I was talking to Bobby yesterday when he was here. Now, I've had a lot of cars with hydraulics, and I've never had one with airbags. So what do you guys think about bagging the Cadillac? Definitely going to get a grill. Been looking at the ones in New Zealand. They're stainless. They can make over there in New Zealand. Talked to them about a price. Definitely need a grill. Would like a Nardi, but it's not on the priority list. Nothing wrong with that steering wheel. Would like a bumper kit. Not quite on the priority list either. So grill for now. Maybe in the next couple weeks here, couple months. But thing rides like a boat. I love it. And it's a really nice car. It's a really nice car. Like I said, it doesn't need anything cosmetically or upholstery wise. So kind of bought it, you know, kind of as is. The Luxors, like I say, man, they don't look bad. They don't look bad. They're not Dayton's, but hey, man, look good to me. I wish they were 72s. I'm not a real fan of 100 spokes, but that's changing it up, man. It's different. I don't know. We'll see. It does have a stereo system. So the stereo system, it's got 110 JBL, but what's unique about it is it's got an amp on the box, but I don't know if the light is good in here or not. He wired in a Bluetooth radio to the factory amp. So the dash radio no longer works. So it has a Bluetooth stereo with an amp for the interior speakers, and then this 110 with an amp for that. And basically your phone is now the head unit, similar to what I did on the 60. You guys saw that video where I installed that Bluetooth head unit, or basically it's a Bluetooth receiver, I believe is what it would be called. But it turns your phone into the head unit. So you Bluetooth from your phone and Spotify or whatever music you got on your phone, and so you control the volume and stuff with your phone. So you didn't have to cut up the dash or anything like that. So I mean, it's a virgin car. It's not cut or anything like that. The trunk looks like it should. The pull down works. Everything works on the car. All the interior lights, everything works as it should. Even the fender indicators. He did include another bumper I got out back because of the front one that's dented, but I'm not sure that the dent on the front bumper, I'm gonna put a license plate on it and see what it looks like, but I don't know that it warrants the effort of swapping out the bumper yet, at least. And I would be surprised if I can get these off without cracking them. So I appreciate that he gave me the bumper. It doesn't need any chrome or anything. It's nice, so may use it. We'll see. Not in a big rush. Anyways, what do you guys think? Would you leave it stock? Would you put a 2-pump kit, or would you put airbags on it? Leave a comment below. Like I say, I've never had airbags, but I'm kind of considering it. Let me know what you guys think. Y'all stay tuned for more work.